Getting my second can of these cinnamon rolls. And let's see. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. I love it when it pops out like that. And I'm gonna just break these up, kind of throw them right there on top. And each one of these cans is gonna come with some icing right there in the bottom. Keep that and set that aside. We're gonna use that a little bit later. And we're gonna have some yummy, yummy goodness. Whoop, one of those little boogers try to get away from me. And now I'm just cutting these 8 cinnamon rolls from our second can right up into this 9x13 grease dish, okay? All right, and down to these last 4. And y'all, you know, I know there are some bigger cinnamon rolls, so I'm not sure how many rolls you would need if you chose to do the bigger side. But this recipe that I use is just these. And I like to cut these up because when you get to the bigger ones, they like to unravel. Okay, that's all 2 cans. And I'm just gonna, you know, spread these out and make sure I get a nice full, at least 1 layer. If they're doubled up in some of these parts, that'll be just fine, because when these expand, we're gonna want it to be like a crust of a pie. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside, bring in this little mixing bowl. I got here 1 cup of eggs, and I don't know if y'all knew this, but each 1 egg of these is 1/4 cup. So if a recipe ever calls for a cup of eggs, that'll be a little helpful hack for you. I got some 2% milk, and I'm going to use 1 cup of this, and I'm just going to pour it right on in. Oh, I spilled a little, but hey, y'all know I'm messy. That's okay. Beautiful. I love the way those 2 together look. Keeping this one out, I got some Mrs. Buttersworth original syrup, and I'm going to do 1/2 cup of this right in here. I reckon I'm almost there. Beautiful. And I like this one because it's what we keep in our house for our pancakes and waffle mornings. But if y'all have the fancier stuff, like the real maple syrup from Canada, I reckon you should use that one. This is just a little imitation vanilla, and I got the clear kind because, you know, we don't want any of that fake coloring in this. And I'm using, I think that's about 1/2 teaspoon, right? A little bit of cinnamon. Gonna just kind of eyeball this one, and it should be about 1/4 of a teaspoon. You know what? I think that looks real good. Got here a little whisk, and I'm gonna whisk this. Now, y'all, my whisk, do you see those colors? Isn't that pretty? I found this just at the Kroger right down the street, and it was just hanging up in one of those aisles. But this recipe is gonna be so good if you wanna use it for Easter brunch or, you know, a birthday, even a Christmas morning, because it is so yummy that no one's gonna deny it. Got that all mixed up. Gonna bring this back in, and I'm gonna just pour this right on top of all those cut up cinnamon rolls. And I'm gonna make sure each little part gets covered up. And this is gonna be the best little breakfast treat. Right after it goes in the oven, set to 375 for about 45 minutes. Look at that, y'all. And to my surprise, I only had this in there for about 20 to 25 minutes. So y'all don't need to keep it in for the full 45, like I said. I would just keep an eye on these, you know, the browning of them. I'm using the 2 icings from the rolls, and I'm just gonna spread it all over. I put it in the microwave a little bit, and that was to just, you know, make it easy to drizzle right on top, just like I'm doing here. And if y'all have a different icing, like a frosting from a cake, you could definitely put that right here on top too. Because I'm using this for an Easter brunch idea, I found these super cute Easter sprinkles, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them right over on top. They got little chickies in there, some eggs, and I can't wait till Kaylee gets to see this. Now, I'm gonna get me a slice right in the corner because y'all, the corners are my favorite part. And let me, oh my goodness, look at that. Look at how beautiful the eggs are cooked and that cinnamon roll is cooked. I'm gonna just go on in and get me a little bite. Happy Easter.